Welcome back. Joining us on NC Continental Prime to discuss the latest development as far as the nominations of commissioners for the government of Lagos State is concerned. We have political affairs analyst Nelson Ekujimi via video link. Nelson, good evening to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Again, the Lagos State House of Assembly rejected some commissioners nominee this time, or commissioner nominees, this time 3 out of 18 sent to them by the state governor. What do you think is actually playing out?
Well, we don't have the details of why those nominees, those 3 nominees, 2 were rejected and 1 was undecided. We don't have the facts, but we must recognize that the State House of Assembly is playing its role as constitutionally enshrined, and that is to screen nominees. And in screening nominees, the State House of Assembly has to engage in correspondence with the sender of those names, which is the governor. One expects that the House must have communicated the information to the executive, that is the governor, on the reasons why these 3 nominees still have question mark hanging on their head. So for now, I think it's too early to prejudge or to assume that maybe something was amiss. One wouldn't really know, because even though some names were represented, they still had to go through the normal screening. It was not just that the House, like people have always lambasted the Houses of Assembly, that they are rubber stamp. We've seen very clearly that this is a house that has distinguished himself as a house that has authority, as a house that ensures that whatever actions the executive wants it to do in line with its constitutional responsibility, that it is done in line with legislative diligence.
All right. One of the commissioner nominees or commissioner nominees, to be confirmed, yet to be confirmed, that is the immediate past commissioner for budget and economic planning, Sam Egube. What's your take on one theory out there that the tribal angle is at play?
No, I disagree absolutely. Because one fact you cannot run away from, which we have lived with over the years, is that Lagos is a cosmopolitan city. The issue about religion or ethnicity, is second, issue when it comes to Lagos, to governance in Lagos. And that is why you see that, almost at the inception of the democratic dispensation in Lagos, you have always found non-indigenous, or non-Southwest, forces in governance. So the issue about Mr. Egube is something we expect that the executive would trash out with the legislature when that correspondence is done as to the reason why he has been, the nomination has not been confirmed. We expect to get more about this as the days go by.
Okay, interesting. Before you go, do you see what's playing out as, arms of government, in this case executive and the legislature, performing their functions as should be, independently? Or do you think this is, as it's been insinuated in some quarters, a political rift? We have the technocrats versus politicians argument at play, in some conversations around Lagos.
Well, when the 17 nominees were rejected, it was very glaring to all and sundry that, all was not.
We sincerely apologize for the network interruptions there and beyond our control, but I want to thank our guests for joining us and for answering our questions. So far, we'll keep watching that space because it's very important for Nigeria. Lagos plays a very important role as the biggest state, economically in the country.